Have you ever read a passage in the Gospels that just left you puzzled? Like this one. Jesus heals a man covered in leprosy, skin rotting, cast out from society, no one willing to touch him. But Jesus not only touches him, but restores him completely. And then Jesus says, "Don't tell anyone what I've done." wait, what? Or when he casts out a legion of demons from a tortured man in the tombs, restores him to his right mind, and then says, "Go home, but don't tell anyone." Now, why would he do that? Why, after performing the supernatural, would the Son of God ask for silence? If it were us, we'd post it, tag it, trend it. We'd have a documentary deal by sundown. But Jesus, he walks away from the spotlight on purpose. Not because he was hiding weakness, but because he was revealing strength in a deeper way. Here's the truth you don't hear preached enough. Crowds are easy to gather, but surrender? Well, that's rare. You see, Jesus wasn't after spectators. He was calling followers. He knew miracles draw attention, but he didn't come just to impress the world with power. He came to invite the world into a relationship. And if he had unleashed his full glory every time, people would have come running, not for repentance, but for entertainment. Not to lay their lives down, but to get something free. You see, the danger of a miracle-driven crowd is this. They want the blessing, but not the cross. They want healing for the body, but not transformation of the soul. And Jesus didn't come to build a brand. He came to build a kingdom. One soul at a time. One heart fully surrendered. So when he said, "Don't tell anyone," he was protecting the purity of the moment. He was keeping the focus not on the noise, but on the need for faith. You see, Jesus hid his glory not because he had something to prove, but because he had something to invite us into. And if he had dazzled the world every day with public miracles, faith would have become cheap. But instead, he whispered truth in quiet places. He touched lives in private corners. And he let some people wait, wonder, and wrestle. Because true faith is not formed in the spectacle. It's born in the stillness. He said to Thomas, "You believe because you have seen. Blessed are those who believe without seeing." That's the faith. And he's still after that kind of faith today. The kind that says, even if I don't get my miracle, I'll still follow you. Even if I walk through the fire, I know you're with me. And even when you're silent, I still believe you're speaking. Because it's not the crowd that carries you when life breaks. It's the quiet faith that was built in the unseen. So let me ask you something real. Do you feel like God is silent right now? Are you praying and not seeing the breakthrough? Are you longing for a big visible sign that he's near? Well, could it be that Jesus is still working in the background the same way he did back then? Could it be that he's moving pieces together where no one sees? That he's whispering, "Trust me in the quiet. Believe even when I seem hidden." Because, friends, just because God isn't loud doesn't mean he isn't near. Sometimes his silence is the soil where your deepest faith will grow. Sometimes, when he hides from the world, he's trying to reveal something to you. You see, why did Jesus keep saying, "Don't tell anyone"? Because he knew that a spectacle fades, but a surrendered soul stays faithful forever. He knew that crowds come and go, but the heart that meets him in secret becomes unshakable. And maybe today, Jesus is saying to you, come away from the noise. Turn off the distractions. Let me reveal myself, not through thunder, but through trust. Because what Jesus reveals to those who believe quietly, he eventually unveils with eternal glory. He's not withholding himself to punish you. He's training your spirit to recognize him without the lights. Because once you see him in the quiet, no noise in the world will ever shake your faith again. So don't just chase the miracle. Chase the Messiah. He may still whisper, "Don't tell anyone." But what he writes on your heart in secret will speak louder than any headline ever could. God bless you, my friends.